Hello there, my name is Ishtari, and last week was all about getting 120 archaeology. And I managed to do that, which I'm actually kind of surprised by, but I got there in the end. And I'm happy about that. That's the first goal for this season, knocked down. Now for the second goal, Slayer, that might be a little bit harder to take care of because Slayer is not a very quick skill. I've already picked up a Reaper task from Beth, and it was Carapac, which I'll handle later. I just picked up my Slayer task from Laniakia, and it's Profane Scabberites Extended. So I've got 120 to kill, and I'm planning on working on the animation some this week, which will take me a little while to get back into the hang of, especially since I need to figure out where I'm even at. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this task started. So I haven't actually got to that task quite yet because things came up in real life, went to the gym, yada yada, but also I just haven't got to it. And I don't remember if I've shared this in video yet, but I set my Oldak coil down somewhere and lost it.
Oh, hell no, man.
So I need a new one before I can even do that task. So I guess I need to work on that because that's rather important. Had to buy the room bars to make it, but here we are. Brand new coil. I can't believe that I lost it. That's insane to me. I realized it like a long time after I lost it too, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and get that task taken care of. My mouth is moving before my brain is right now, apparently, because that makes Profane Scabberites just a little bit easier, I feel like. And I think that's where I probably lost it at, too. So I nearly forgot about this, but Leagues is over, which means it's time to get my League rewards. And now I've got to figure out how I want to spend these, because I'm pretty sure that I cannot get all of these, seeing as I only have 22,000. Obviously, I want the teleport, and I want the rest. Wow, these rewards are actually sellable. So what is it, just a little pet? I guess I'll take the pet. What is this aura? Ah, I'll get that. I'm not sure that I'll ever use the teleport or the pet or any of this necessarily. Except for maybe the aura, because the aura is pretty cool looking. I could just spend it all on these, actually. Or at least one there. And then, I don't know. I'll let you guys decide the last thing that I buy. There we go, though. I got all my League rewards. And we have this trophy that I can equip. I'm not sure exactly what I was expecting, but yeah, that's what it looks like. The mithril one, anyways. And there is an emote. Oh. It's a bit loud for just a trophy. And I'm gonna go ahead and send it off to Diongo as well. I don't really need it. Now let's get on that task. And I'll start throwing the mega episode together for Leagues this week, I suppose. May as well, right?
And now for something completely different.
About to head off and knock out at least some of this Reaper. Probably won't be able to get to all of it tonight. But I also wanted to talk about Double XP, which starts this Friday, actually. The plan is to try and get to 120 fletching if I'm able to, and then use whatever leftover time I have on fire making. I've got all the logs that I need to get to 120 fletching, It's just a matter of time, basically, if I'm able to get through all of it in that time frame. Should be able to. I only need to make like 500 Mark 5s, or technically 499, maybe even less. So that's pretty cool. I will definitely be looking forward to that. That'll be another 120 to knock off the list. Of course, that's not really a goal for this season. Neither one of those two are. But all the others kind of require a little bit more planning and figuring out exactly what I'm going to do. Like, I would need to buy a bunch of fish for 120 cooking, and it's just a whole mess to try and figure out. So I'm just going to do fletching. I've already got that started, basically. And like I said, time left over, I will work on fire making. And if I was able to get both of them, that would be nice. Very, very nice. Time for some carapac. Hard mode, because I need to try and get my hands on these staff pieces again. I already had one in the past, as some of you may recall. I sold it though because, well, I needed the money. So hopefully I can get them in a somewhat timely amount of kills. I'm just gonna focus on any like actual big drops that I get, primarily the staff pieces. That's all I really care about at this point. I've already gotten quite a few of the Scripture of Jas. A lot of it's just kind of rehashing old grounds, and I don't really care about them that much, so I will just focus on the staff pieces, I suppose. Last kill. Did not get any drops. I guess I didn't necessarily expect to get any off of just, 14 kills. But I didn't get any, and by any, I mean I didn't even get, like, drops that I've gotten multiples of already. But that's fine. A couple days later now. Actually, I've been a little bit busy in real life, so I haven't been able to actually do much. I've been trying to, do as much as I can when I'm able to get on, but I haven't been able to get on for very long. That is taken care of. I do need another one, so I'm gonna run off to death and go ahead and get another one. I've got an Abyssal Demons task, which is nice, especially with how large of a task it is. That will get me quite a lot of XP. I do not feel like doing legions, so no. Okay, I guess Krill is fine. Krill is better, at least. With how easy of one that is, that kind of makes me want to go ahead and just go off and do it. So I think I will do that. Get it out of the way really quick. That is all going to be magic XP, and I think Abyssals will be magic as well. I could be wrong about that, though. Actually, I think I am totally wrong about that. I think I need to do melee for the Abyssal Demon. But I am going to do this Krill task really quick. And I'm not even going to bother showing if I get any drops, because I've already completed the log, and it's going to go by so quickly, there's no point, really. However, I am going to put on a Scripture of Wen instead of Scripture of Jas. And at some point, I really need to get better magic armor, because Virtus is fine, but, there's better magic armor out there. I guess that's part of what this season is all about, too. Huh. It's double XP time, which means time to get on this wonderful, wonderful fletching grind that's probably going to end up taking the entire double XP. Oh. Two things I forgot to restart the timer, and I forgot that I need 1 slot. Let's start that timer before I forget. If you were following me over on Twitter, or X rather, you would know that life has been kind of hectic lately. So, this episode has been pushed back, obviously, and it's gonna come out. I guess the whole double XP will end up being a part of it as well. Probably not the best time, but while I'm plugging my X, I may as well ask you to go ahead and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I'm doing the math, and I don't even think I'm going to be able to get through all of these bows by the end of double XP, which is, well, it's kind of annoying if it's true, basically, because that's a lot of time investment to not even get a single 120. To be honest, getting through these Mark 1s is taking a bit longer than I would like as well. I'm already, 3.5 hours in, and I have, barely got halfway through these. I may not have even gotten halfway through. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I'm not quite halfway through yet. So I may have signed up for more than I thought I was going to get. But that's okay. That just means that 120 fletching will have to be the next double XP, which won't be February. It'll be, May, June, somewhere around there, I believe. You know, actually, that'll be my 2-year anniversary for this channel. So, I guess that's okay. And then also, I guess I'll deal with fire making then. I've got all the logs, I think, for both. I definitely have enough logs for the fletching, at least. But by then I'll be able to accrue even more logs. There's one level. It only took 7 hours and 16 minutes, 17 minutes. Yeah, I definitely overestimated how much I was going to be able to get done this double XP. I still haven't even got through doing all the Mark 1s yet. Had some issues with OBS, but I just picked up the 2nd level in fletching at about 16.5 hours in. I really thought this wouldn't be quite so slow, but it is, and well, it is what it is, I suppose. I also managed to pick up an agility level a little while ago, but I totally wasn't paying attention, so I missed recording that. There is 108. If I can get to at least 110, I think I'll be happy with that. But that's a big if, I think. This is the last inventory of upgrading to Mark II as well, so maybe not.
Another one.
And I've started getting some work on animation done. Not enough to really show off, so I'll leave that until next week. If I work really, really hard, I should be able to get to level 110. I'm gonna stop, going through all the different tiers of these bows, and I'm just gonna take, I don't know exactly how many, but I'm gonna take just some up to Marshall, finish them, and that should do the trick. And I'll worry about doing all the rest, at a later point. I'm also very close to a level in agility too, which is nice. I went ahead and bought 57 Mark 5s just so that I could wrap this up a little bit more quickly. It's gonna take about 2 hours to get through all these Marshalls compared to I don't know. I probably wouldn't even be able to finish it off if I just continued upgrading like I have been. If I had thought about it more from the start, this is most likely what I would have done. Just, get it all done and out of the way much more quickly. But I didn't think about that. And I'll still have to finish upgrading later on. But I want to get as much done as I can now. And I'll probably take care of upgrading all the rest to Mark 5s later on. 120 Thieving comes out next week, which is nice. I'm gonna go ahead and check out some of the new stuff. but I do not plan on getting 120 quite yet. I've got to get Slayer out of the way, and I've also got to start working really hard on getting better magic gear, and I think I want to try and get 120 magic as well before the end of this season. And there we have it. I may not have been able to make it to 120, but I guess at least I made it to 110. So that's another 110 down. Still got quite a lot to go. Like attack and strength, which are also the last two skills that are higher than 100k ranking. So I suppose I can try and resolve that. That about does it for this episode, though. I'm gonna continue working on these dummies, and if I get through them all, then I'll go ahead and do some fire making with how much ever time is left. If you like this episode, feel free to do that. If you felt the opposite way, you can dislike it as well. While you're down there, why not comment or even possibly subscribe? I'm still on the road to 500 subs. It's a long way off, and it'd probably get there quicker if I actually put out any of this animation. You can also follow me over on X, where I've been trying to be a little bit more active. Probably not doing all that well, but I am trying. So until next time, happy games.
Bye, have a great time.